6'10", number 45, Win Capella. 6'10", number 42, Thomas, number 42. 6'8", number 7. Number 7.
Welcome, everyone. A look at the opening lineup. Orlando Magic. Devin Booker out there with Hayes. Then there's Davis. Then there's Paul George. And it's Livers in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Heat. And so off the tip, it's the Magic. And this, a rivalry that spans across conferences, Stan.
Yeah, look, Brian, they've had their battles over the years. And the fact that they only play each other twice a season adds to the magnitude of the matchup. It's going to be intense.
Now here's Edwards. Fires the 3. Paul George pulls it in. And so George will bring it up for the Magic. It's a 3-point game. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Here's Morant. Orlando making their last shot. Edwards looking for an opening. Booker against Morant. Blocked! They get it back. Clock is at 3. Here's Edwards. Miami, no good that time either.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Offensive rebound. Livers. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Number 7.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Booker against Morant. And Booker with the jam.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots into contact.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Capella. From outside the arc. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Davis finds Booker. Fires from the wing. Rebound Miami. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
Well, this has to be a frustrating loss because they actually played well, but it still wasn't enough for them to get the win.
Now here's Capella. And here's Morant outside. Drops in the 3.
Wow. When Morant is hitting the 3, he becomes basically unguardable.
Outside Davis. Back to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And while we can, let's bring up a list of the top scorers across the NBA in the past month. Now Morant, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Driving in.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great find by Morant. He draws so much attention, there's usually someone open.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Orlando leading. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hayes, the pass to Booker. From deep. Rebound by the Heat. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year. Check by Davis. Here's the floater. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Now, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart. And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And here are the Heat now. Orlando making their last shot. Back to Morant. Check by Davis. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Screen by Capella. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. 9 points in the game. For Orlando, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Pass to Hayes. Here's Parks. The 3 is up. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Morant. Deflected. Picked his pocket. Fast break. Here come the Heat. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Morant's got 5.
Well, that's Morant, always applying the pressure.
Booker, the pass to Hayes. Back to Booker. And there's a pick from behind the arc. Another shot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Miami has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Outside Edwards. The 3 ball. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Livers got 4 rebounds now. Outside Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. Livers with a rebound. Livers got 5 rebounds in the game.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him. And the slam was so good. But the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. Crosses over. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And Grant, sitting at the midway point of the season now, as a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer. Whether it's games of consequence that magnify things, or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
Here's Booker. 9 points in the game. There's a screen. Down low. Here's Livers. The magician grabs the miss.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Rebound by the Magic. Back to Booker. Throws it up high. Stolen by Davis. 3-pointer. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Nice work from AD. He finds his comfort zone behind the 3-point line.
Young from long range. Livers with a rebound. Livers got 6 rebounds here tonight. Booker against Edwards. Now here's Booker. Not a lot of room. Some solid defense from Edwards. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Here's Booker. Miami making their last shot. Inside. Livers. Off target with a jump hook. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Check by Davis. The fader. The bank shot, no good. Orlando has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Here's Booker. Good as the jump shot falls. Booker's got 11 points.
You see the level of confidence Booker possesses. Outstanding off the catch.
Edwards with it. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta. Two on the clock. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Orlando Magic. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Another thing they're doing right early on tonight is attacking the offensive glass. Just outworking the defense and winning second chances at the hoop.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. We've got Davis, Sharp out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Hayes, and it's Livers in at the 5. Here's Hayes, coming off a 28-point game against Detroit.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Heat trail by 4. The hallmark of this Orlando team, their defense, which led them to the playoffs last year, Coach.
Well, Brian, they were second in defensive rating. They've got great size. They're young and active. This is a great defensive team. And what's scary for the rest of the East, this team is still on the way up.
Outside Booker. It's Sharp on the wing. Pass to Hayes. Back to Booker. The 3. And Booker cash on the 3.
Oh, that was quick. Booker getting those 3 points back easily.
Here's Edwards. Banked it in off the glass. Edwards got his first bucket of the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Pass delivers. To the inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
Sharp passes to Davis. Blocked! Fast break, here come the Heat. Here's the Magician, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Outside Davis. Pass to Sharp. To the paint. Stolen by Capella. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Miami shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now at the line, Dwayne. 1.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. This Magic squad, Stan, has a great young core. What do you think they have to do now to take that next step?
Well, Brian, they do. They have great depth and a lot of good young players, but they need more shooting around their core guys, and they've got to improve their backcourt position. Their front court is loaded. They've got to get a little bit more balance.
And so Moran will bring it up for Miami. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that's the 3rd game out of 4 at home for them. The floater. Shot's good by Livers. Livers got 4 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a chance now to bring up the NBA steals leaders from the last month of action. In the 3rd spot, Anthony Davis.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Booker against Moran. Booker with the defensive effort. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Back to Hayes. There's the 3. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Hayes. Now it's a 4-point Orlando lead.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
He buries it from 3. Durant's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, after a silent first quarter, This is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Now here's Booker. He's got 17. Shoots over Morant. Not this time. Pass to the Magician. For 3. And again, Miami with a triple.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. Good to see him being effective off the ball.
Orlando has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Outside Sharp. Outside Davis. From outside, off the mark. The Heat have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Pass to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Oh! Morant sinks the triple.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
Booker, pass to Davis. Now Hayes, shot to stop the run. Knocks down the triple. Hayes has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
This quarter, they're doing some real damage from outside the arc. Trying to stay within striking distance here.
Booker looking around. Shoots over Morant. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13. Miami has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. Here's the Magician. 20 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And also impressive, his work on the glass. He was tenacious and relentless.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Yeah, the vertical for Sharp is there. He'll be a challenge to contest in this league for sure.
Miami trailing. Morant, the pass to Capella. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Orlando has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. It's Booker on the wing. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Booker's got 21.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's the Magician. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And here's Sharp. It's Booker on the wing. Over Morant. Outside for Booker. Takes the 3. He drops it from range. Booker's got 13 points in this quarter.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Outside Durant. Back to Morant. Tipped. Out to the right wing. Lets the 3 fly. Orlando with the rebound. Livers got 9 rebounds now. Back to Davis. Pass to Livers. Now here's Booker. There's a screen. Here's the 3. And it's Booker again missing. To the wing on the left. This one for 3. Livers with a rebound. Livers got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Sharp. Now Booker. He's got 24. Here's Livers. And a two-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Morant. Here's the Magician. a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And the only question for the Magic, figuring out who will initiate the offense stand.
Yeah, Brian, they have great players who can finish plays, but the issue they ran into last playoffs was finding someone to set them up. That's something you know they need to address.
And the Magic making a change here. George is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
Outside Davis. Young against Booker. Pass to Hayes. Back to Booker. From the arc. Buries it from three. Booker's got 27 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Young. Here's Sarr. Fires for three. Sinks the tray.
And showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Magic, torching the nets, hitting 4 from distance that quarter. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game, a lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on grinding. That's what this kind of game is like. In many ways it feels like a playoff game, but those plays right there, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we gotta make sure we're dominating those areas and then make some plays.
We'd love to see playoff intensity there in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan anthem.
Thanks for joining us. The story.
We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you why.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we can. Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Out to the wing, 18 feet out. He squares up and sinks it. Morant's got 13.
Well, the defense is going to give Morant that shot. They're trying as hard as they can to defend the rim. That opens up the mid-range jumper.
And for the Magic, Hayes is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's George, and then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Livers in at the center position. They set the pick to the middle, and stolen by Booker. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Booker against Morant. Oh, George with a steal. Down low. Here's Livers. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
That's great work on the glass. That kind of hustle play can energize your team.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Morant fights through contact inside.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
Booker, the pass to Hayes. Capella with a block. And he's able to get it back. George for three. Fires in the triple. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And Stan, the league questioning the use of load management. I know you've wondered if it could even hurt conditioning.
There's no question, Brian. Look, since the age of load management has come into the NBA, injuries are up, not down. I think players have been deconditioned, and that's even before you get into the need of guys playing together more to gain a rhythm and an on-court chemistry. You know, like actually playing basketball together.
A novel idea. Outside Davis. Pass to George. Here's Hayes. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Back to Morant. Can't hit that one. Booker with the defensive effort. Magic leading by 8. Pass to Livers. And here's Davis. Here's Livers, guarded by Capella. Livers' shot is off.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Edwards. Some solid defense from Hayes. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Booker no good. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. Livers passes to Booker. Here's Livers. Back to Booker. Outside for Davis. Just 5 on the clock. And the jam by George.
George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off. That dunk.
Heat trail by 10. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Pass to Edwards. 4 on the clock. And again, no good by Miami.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Inside. Here's Livers. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Edwards against Hayes. Pass to Morant. Capella, screen on Davis. From deep, Morant. He buries it from 3. Morant's got 18.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
George has the open look. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And the Magic lead by 9.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Heat, another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
42.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Magic. They've led by as much as 10. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, even in a bad situation, Booker has finesse. Works around the foul with grace instead of power.
Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Down low. Tipped away. Outside Johnson. Here's Sarr. Pass to Edwards. Here's Sarr. Top of the key. And the shot's good. And it's now only a 5-point Orlando lead.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. In the third spot, Paul George.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
Edwards against Ball. Here's Young. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. Will grant aside from making the East Finals in 2021. How would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
Ball finds George. Booker with it. George feels it out a bit. Hartenstein a screen. Releases. George, no good.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
The Magician, the pass to Young for the tie. Oh, the lethal three ball of Young.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
The Magic have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Edwards against Ball. It's Booker on the wing. Shoots over Young. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Ball. Booker's got 32 points.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Up top, Young. Booker defending. Nice move. Booker with the defensive effort. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Ooh, you see how dangerous Booker can be.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Heat trail by 5. Young with it. He's got 7. To the inside. Here's Huff. Guarded by Young. And they recover it. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Sharp, he's checked in for Ball. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Basket's good.
Well, Young's got the green light off the catch there and everywhere else.
Hartenstein with a screen on Young. To the paint. And Hartenstein gets it to go. Hartenstein's got his first basket.
And even though it wasn't a great screen, he found a way to create some space.
Heat trail by 8. Young looking around. "11 seconds left in the third quarter here. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. The shot no good. And And so it's the Orlando Magic finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. We've got Keldon Johnson, Edwards out there with Clint Capella, and it's Durant in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Durant. Booker's shot is good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Durant against George. Right side Durant. Outside Johnson. Shoots over Booker. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
Great instincts from Johnson. He saw the clock winding down and gave himself a chance.
Right side Davis. Back to Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Pure. Three-point range.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, and hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
The first one falls.
Yeah, known as one of the game's most talented scorers, Booker is locked in on wanting to compete for championships. If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Back to Edwards. Tries to break his ice. And it's blocked by Davis.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
George left side. Hartenstein a screen. The 3 is up. George, that one's good. George has got 10 points here in the second half.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
19-footer. And he connects with a jumper.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. Orlando grabs the miss.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy. Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian, and guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick. bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
And he drops it first. Morant, he's checked in for Durant. And a change for the Magic. Livers is checked in. Second free throw, no good. Well, Stan, you've coached some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Edwards, no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Gets the three to fall.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
On the take, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
Orlando leading by 12. Pass to Livers. Edwards against Hayes. George, a screen on Edwards. Hayes for three. Miami grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Outside Booker. Oh, Booker in close.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Miami. They trail by 14. Outside Edwards. Back to Morant. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with a three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And yes, another basket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Morant looking for an opening. Check by Davis. Back to Morant. Morant hammers it down hard.
Yeah, there have been very few players at 6'2" who've played a above the rim like Morant.
Outside Booker. He's still feeling it. Miami grabs the miss.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
The triple hit for Edwards.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this one.
And Orlando has possession. Now here's Booker. They lead by 11. Takes a three. They get it back. Livers. Oh, misses the dunk.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, better finish it.
He's defended by Hayes. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his third foul of the game. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Edwards finds Morant. Shot from 12. Davis with a rebound.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
The three, Booker, and again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense, really taking it to the opposition. Morant, the pass to the Magician. And Booker pulls it down. Magic leading by 14. Outside Davis. Pass to George. And here's Hayes. Here's Livers. Back to Hayes. Up top George. 4 on the clock. Here's Booker. Good! That's another bucket!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Magic.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association. And what a huge... Good! Another from 3.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Pass to Morant. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Booker. Orlando with the ball. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Outside Davis. George passes to Hayes. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.